Hey everyone, this is Cam from Recruiting Leaders. Want to go over why you should not compete on price. So if you have a sales background, you can probably skip this video, but if you don't, that means you've been doing more of the meeting people, you've been doing more of the marketing side, maybe you just opened an agency, whatever it is. I want you to think about price, and you can think about price in a variety of different ways, but what my example will be is there's two shoes. Let's say there's Puma and Nike. Pumas are $25, $40, somewhere in there. They're on super discount. And the Nikes that you've grown up wearing are 150 bucks. Which ones are you gonna choose? Now, ton of variables, I know, but what we're talking about here is you'll probably still go with the Nikes, even though the Nikes are more expensive. And one thing when we're lazy and we don't figure out what the prospect actually has a problem around, sometimes we'll get stuck on price and we'll spend hours trying to figure out like, oh, is our price too high? And we'll make a whole bunch of like kind of BS equations to see like, well, if we drop our price 40%, we can expect, 25% more sales. Like, that math doesn't add up to be beneficial, by the way. So think about this when you're kind of competing on price or people are objecting to you over the amount that you want to perform your services. Your services should be ROI positive. So if you charge someone $1,000, you should be delivering $5 or so in benefits. And if you feel confident in that, you didn't do a good enough job explaining the value to your prospect. Again, this is kind of a basic intro, but I really would urge you guys that anytime someone comes back and says, oh, I want to negotiate on price, or the price is too much, or I want to do an hourly rate. If anyone ever comes to you and do an hourly rate, I would just blatantly say no, to be honest. A lot of times people that do hourly rates are stuck on, oh, you can do some web dev work for me for $50 an hour and it'll take 2 hours, so that's $100. It's not really factoring in all the other things that go on and take your time, whether that's closing that deal, whether that's working with them, whether that's communicating, whether that's skills that you've learned that made that job even a 2-hour job to begin with. So as we're talking about price, I really, really strongly would urge you guys to always figure out why the prospect thinks something is too expensive, or whether the candidate thinks something is too expensive, whether that's giving up a salary or giving up a role, whatever it is. Always nail down to what that is. Try to track it, some type of spreadsheet or database, something like that, and then go from there. And eventually you'll see that if you're positioning yourself correctly, price is not actually a problem. So talk to you guys later. Quick little video. See ya.